So a stripped-down horror film from Fede Alvarez, who made the 2013 Evil Dead. Simple idea. Three young people break into a house where a blind veteran lives. He apparently has a stash of cash that he's keeping in the house since his daughter was killed in a road traffic accident, and he got paid off, and the money is apparently in the house. They think it's going to be easy. He's in a neighborhood which is completely deserted. They think it's going to be easy because he's blind. Of course, what they don't understand is that he is much tougher and much nastier than they think. Here's a clip.
Who's there?
Okay, man, just chill, all right? Look, I was wasted and I wandered in, so that was my bad, all right? So I'm just gonna leave, okay? Stay right there. Don't move. Yeah, that's right. I know what's in there, and I ain't leaving without it. You got me? Now you do as I say, all right? Well, do you hear me or what? I said stop.
All right.
Don't you move. What are you gonna do now, huh? Huh? Stop!
How many of you are there?
Now, the thing is, blindness as a horror movie, horror thriller trope is sort of very common. You think about films like Wait Until Dark and Julia's Eyes, and it's something which has been done several times before. And Alvarez said, in terms of this, that after The Evil Dead, he wanted to do something that was original, something which had less blood in it, something that was more to do with, sort of stripped down tension and psychological horror. This isn't terribly original, because this is an idea which has been used before in thriller cinema and in horror cinema. What it has going for it is two things. Firstly, it's pretty ruthless, and secondly, it's pretty nasty. And the question of whether or not that's what you want, that's to do with each individual viewer. But in fact, because the film, which cost it cost like $9.9 million, which is half as much apparently as The Evil Dead did, his version of Evil Dead did, and it's twice as effective, and it has taken a huge amount of money in America, and it's become very, very successful.
That's a small budget.
It's a small budget film. It's a stripped down, claustrophobic confines film about people in a space where the central gimmick is to do with, turning out the lights, and they use this sort of technique where when the lights are out, you get this. It's almost night vision, but it's more of a sort of grey wash night vision of characters who can't see each other, and then as it moves into its later stages, it starts to move more into, for my money, something approaching hostile territory. I think that at that point it starts to fall apart, because I think up until that point, what it is ruthless and stripped down and efficient. And I think actually towards the end, it goes into something else. Stephen King famously said that if you're talking about horror cinema, there are the three things you can do, which you can horrify, which is, the highest aim, that kind of uncanny feeling. You can terrify, which is simply to terrorize the audience. And if you fail on all three, then you could just gross them out. And Stephen King said, I'll try and horrify you. If I can't horrify you, I'll terrify you. If I can't terrify you, I'll gross you out. I am not proud. And there are moments that this actually slips down into the third of those gears, and I think that's the less successful stuff. But in terms of its sort of ruthless, stripped down, single idea, terrorizing the audience, it does it very, very efficiently, and demonstrably it works. And it's moved away from that standard quiet bang scares that we have seen so much of. So I'm not quite as much a fan of it as some people I know, but it is definitely, as I said, ruthlessly stripped down, and shark-like in its attention to just wresting the audience to the floor.